Howdy everyone, we're looking at Shark Week here on the Final Cut, and today we've got Bait. It's from Down Under, and we got an Australian town which gets hammered by a surprise tsunami, okay? And we follow the events happen in this grocery store that gets flooded from the tsunami, as well as the parking structure attached to the grocery store that also gets flooded. And we see the harrowing tale of the people trying to escape this area as the water levels rise, and to complicate matters, they have some sharks that have gotten washed into said parking structure and store, and so those complicate matters as these sharks are rather hungry and to know that there's a captured food supply there. So we see that. To complicate matters more, you've got a criminal, you've got your stereotypical group of people in here, you know, the rogue, the cop, the reluctant crook, the cop's daughter, you know, you've got your cookie cutter group of people in here because you're not looking for a lot of depth of character. You want kind of your stereotypical people because you're not going to spend a whole lot of time on character depth. But what I did like with these group of people was the dynamic and the chemistry between them, okay? They were making the most of the cheesy dialogue and stale dialogue they were given, and they do pull off decent performances. Now, to help matters, you do have Julian McMahon in here, who I like in a lot of things I've seen him in, and he helps cement and bring legitimacy to the acting and makes the most and actually tries to act in this film. Now, they all know what type of film they're making. People trapped in a grocery store with a shark. So, they're not taking it too seriously, but they make the most of the script. And I think what separates this and why I enjoyed this film more than, say, the Two-Headed Shark film or Shark Night is that you have characters in here you actually care about. Okay, you've got Alex Russell in here from Chronicle. You care about his character. Okay, because in the parking structure there's a shark, and in the grocery store there's a shark, which is also unique. They've got two different stories going on there. So, but you have people you attach yourself to and actually want to see survive because they're likable enough. So, you get that where you didn't really have that in the other two films that we've reviewed so far this Shark Week. So it's definitely ups it on the level there. And the effects, when they're good, they're really good. And then when they're not, they're horrible. Okay, if that makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of hit and miss with the special effects. Some of them look great, and the other ones, not so much. And the solutions and the situations the people come up with to try to survive and get out of the predicament they're in, I really liked that part as well. So I liked the concept and the story idea, though the dialogue was a bit stale, and the deaths of the sharks, which, as you imagine, they come out and they try to get the sharks, and those were really far-fetched, okay? When they tried to kill the sharks, what they came up with was really far-fetched. And I know, for a film like this, you're going, Mark, far-fetched? We're talking about sharks trapped in a grocery store that's flooded. I know, but even for that, you could, do things differently than the way they did, and kind of took away from it as well. So I had to give Bait 2.5 stubs. Down the middle of the road. Better than a lot of those shark films out there, but had potential of being even more so than what it was. The actors in there do great performances. Some of them are more experienced than we've seen in the other shark films. And I think this is worth your time if you're looking for something a little different in your shark-infested film library. And that'll about do it for us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, keep that